Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Kelly. If you're new, today I'm going to be sitting down chit-chatting with you guys on how to find your own personal style and how to be confident in it. So this is episode 6 of my Talkative Tuesday series, which I have been having so much fun with, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I'm so happy. And if you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button down below. I'm so happy you found my video, found my channel, so thank you so much for clicking on it. Talkative Tuesdays is a series that I created 6 weeks ago. It's seriously flown by. I feel like I'm still filming like my first or second episode of it, where I want to sit down like we're best friends just chit-chatting about life. I realized I have gone through a lot of the same things you guys have, and we can just chit-chat about it. Like, I want to share my tips and tricks with you guys and like things that I've learned, because a lot of the times we're all going through the same things, which I think is such a refreshing feeling to know that other people are going through the same thing you are. So just keep that in mind. If you guys have any requests for topics for Talkative Tuesday, let me know in the comments down below. That'll be the question of the day. So topics for Talkative Tuesday, which is seriously a mouthful to say. But like I mentioned earlier, we are talking all about how to find your style and be confident in it. I took notes. I'm ready for this, you guys. So I get tons of questions all the time, especially over on Instagram, which is just at Kellyprepster. How did I find my style? Because if you guys haven't noticed, my channel is so fashion heavy, and it's the preppy style, which I absolutely adore. I think it's such a fun way to dress. It's so colorful. I honestly would say it's just kind of girly and classic and timeless, but also I've thrown in some athletic wear, and it's just kind of really fun because I branch out in my style so much, and I get tons of questions on how I found my style. So I'm going to share with you guys my few tips and tricks on how to find your style and then how to be confident in it. And even if you don't dress the same way I do, that is perfectly okay. These tips to apply to any type of fashion. Honestly, they apply to anything in your life if you really want to go that far, but you know, we're going to stick to fashion right now. So the first tip that I wrote down, and I think this is a huge one, and this is what I started doing when I got into my style. I've been dressing like this for like 5-6 years, so it's been a while, is to find inspiration. I love Pinterest. Pinterest is by far my favorite place to go for any sort of inspiration, whether it's decorating your room, the vacation you want to go on, or what kind of style you want to dress. So check out Pinterest. If it's free, it's a social media platform. I love it because there's so many different types of fashions, and you can kind of create little boards and figure out what you like and don't like. Another thing like Pinterest is social media. So as a social media influencer, I always tag where everything is from. I do like tap for outfit details, which I feel like can get a little repetitive, but it helps when you're figuring out your style, certain brands, where things are from, if you like something, where to get it. Like, if you find someone and you like their style, follow them, ask them where they got certain pieces, because I promise you, when you guys reach out and you're like, hey, where did you get this? I love sharing that with you, and I'm sure anyone else who's sharing their style online will feel the same exact way. So you can find certain brands that you might like. So say you like my t-shirt and I'm like, oh yeah, it's from J. Crew, it's a vintage cotton tee, which by the way, I love J. Crew vintage cotton tees. I talk about them all the time. But if you guys like it, you might go J. Crew's website or J. Crew's Instagram and find other things you might like that fit your style. So do you see how that all kind of connects? It's like that thing where if you find something you like, more than likely it'll have a recommendation therefore after, because even though you might just like this simple t-shirt, you might find out you love J. Crew shorts, which I do, by the way, so definitely check out J. Crew if you like my style. This could go with any brand, any fashion type that you might have or might like, and it's so fun because you can really play around and find so much new stuff. Like, I remember when I was getting into the preppy style, I would Google like preppy brands, and then I would go and research the heck out of all of them. I probably know way too much than a person needs to know about preppy brands, but your girl knows it. And then my second tip is to find what your favorites are in your closet currently. What pieces do you gravitate towards? Would you want more of those? Do you want something new? Personally, I wear like the same 5 outfits a lot because they're my favorites, and items that are similar to those 5 outfits just because that's what I like and I feel comfortable in, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. So like I mentioned, with figuring out what you like in your closet, you have to figure out what you like and what you don't like. Now you might say like, oh, I really don't like plain green t-shirts. that's okay. You don't have to add plain green t-shirts to your wardrobe, but you also might say like, oh, I don't like shirts that have lettering on it. So then you're going to gravitate towards solid colored t-shirts. Whatever it is, you have to figure out what you like and what you don't like to figure out how to include what you want into your wardrobe. And I'm a big believer, and I talked about this last week in my episode of Talkative Tuesday, which I'll insert a card in case you guys want to check it out. You have to figure out what you don't like to get closer to figuring out what you like. Which sounds really weird, but sometimes you just don't know what you like until you figure out what you don't like. So figuring out what you like and what you don't like makes a huge difference. Like, you might think you like a pair of shoes that you see someone wearing and you try them on and you're like, nope, these are just not for me. I've done it many times. And that goes into figuring out simple things like, do you like silver jewelry? Do you like gold jewelry? You might like both. Personally love mixing metals. I think it's really pretty, but when I first got into my style, I only liked gold. So it's evolved over time, and that's something you'll figure out too as you get more into your own style. And also, like, when you're finding a style, you might not gravitate towards dresses and you like wearing jeans, or you don't like wearing jeans and you like wearing skirts. It's all those little personal things that matter to you that are going to evolve and make your own personal style. And another one that I put was like colors. The colors make a big difference. I used to never wear purple. I just thought it did not look good with my skin complexion, and there's other colors that make my skin look better or that I just enjoy wearing more, and that can play a factor in your wardrobe. So this one is kind of extra, but I think it's really important when you are starting your own style or your new style. And how I mentioned earlier, find your favorites in your closet. So when I was starting my wardrobe, I didn't really have a lot of clothes to begin with because I was like in high school, so I just wasn't like shopping for clothes, and like you're constantly growing at that age, so you're kind of outgrowing old clothes. But like once you're done with high school and done with college, you kind of stay the same size for the most part. So I don't really do this as much, but you want to get rid of the old clothes that you no longer like or that are not your style. And when I say get rid of, you don't have to like literally get rid of them. Put them in a box under your bed or in the back of your brother's closet. He might not notice, you know, like that kind of thing, where you're not getting rid of them, you're just not going to wear them for a while to see if you miss it. Also, getting rid of them makes room for new clothes. It can be helpful if you're trying to build a new wardrobe, which I do have a video. I have 2 videos that might be helpful for this. I have a video called Prep for Less. So if you are interested in the preppy wardrobe, I have a whole video on how to start building your wardrobe, which again can apply to any type of style, but it is aimed towards preppy. And then I also have a video called 10 items, 40 outfits. So there's this huge concept of a capsule wardrobe, and I think this can really evolve into any style that you might have, but you only need a certain amount of pieces to make your style work. And that video is really cool because I share with you guys how you only need 10 different items to make 40 outfits, which is crazy. You're not going to be outfit reading, you're going to wear so many different outfits. It's so cool. So I will insert a card to that as well. But those are my tips on how to find your own style. If you guys have any more that you want to share, let us know in the comments down below. I want it to be like a little community where we can all chit chat, but I also want to share some tips on confidence. So when I was getting into my own preppy style, it was kind of new for me because I was never really into fashion at all, and here we are 5 years later, it's like my whole brand. I'm a huge believer, and I know some people don't agree with this, but fake it till you make it. You have to act confident in what you're wearing and what you're doing and what you're saying to the fact that you believe it, because then other people are gonna believe it. And I know that sounds so weird, but it's kind of like that whole thing, like you have to tell yourself certain things over and over again that you start to believe it, whether it's like, oh, I really like my outfit, or like, I love this look, I look good in this. Or it could even be go like, I'm really smart. You know, like it's that type of thing, like it's like training your brain basically. But you have to own what you're wearing and what you're doing and what you're saying. So basically when you say something, do something, or wear something, you have to like it so much that if someone calls you out on it, you can stick up for it. And I've had this happen to me. So someone's like, you're really gonna wear that out? And I'll be like, yeah, I love this fit, I put it together. You just have to own it. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but the more you do it, the easier it'll get. And also, I mentioned this earlier, being comfortable. I'm a huge believer, and I've said this since I've started my Instagram when you guys reach out to me. If you like your outfit and you genuinely feel comfortable in it, more than likely you're going to be confident. And what I mean by that, if you have jeans that fit you right and you're not constantly having to pull them up or like, oh, I gotta suck in to be skinny to fit into them. We have all tried that, trust me. If you're comfortable in your pants or your shirt, or you're like, it just lays right and it's the right fit and you're comfortable, you're going to be so confident in it because you're not going to be worrying about what it looks like just because you know you already like it and it looks good on you. And that is like something that I think is so important, and I wish I could like stress that enough. That is the biggest thing. If you're comfortable and you like what you're wearing, you're more than likely going to be confident in it. I did put 2 other little things in here that aren't as important as those other ones. Sometimes your confidence can be affected by the people you surround yourself with. And I know when you're in high school or if you're in a certain friend group, sometimes you can't really control this, or even your own family. But more than likely, if you surround yourself with the right people, you're going to feel confident about them because you get to be genuinely who you want to be. And that even goes with the relationship. It's a healthy friendship, relationship, family relationship dynamics when you can be yourself with those people. And if you're able to do that, you're not going to doubt what your outfit looks like, what your style looks like. You're just going to feel like you. And that is such a beautiful thing. And I think once you reach that level of confidence, that's what it feels like. And also another little thing, and again, I know this is easier said than done, but it's to love yourself. You could be wearing anything. It could be like a crumpled up trash bag. We don't know. It could be anything. People have done it. They make it look great, but it's because they love themselves. They're so confident in it that they make it look good. Is that a thing? Okay, I'm kind of going there. But it's that thing where you have to love yourself because you only have you in this life. You were created to be you, and that is such a beautiful thing to always remember when you're struggling with your confidence. You were made to be exactly who you are, so I love it. Embrace it. And I think it's just such a wonderful thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any tips and tricks on how to be confident and how to find your style, let me know in the comments down below. I love chit-chatting with you guys. I do read and respond back to every single comment, and you guys are seriously my best friends, and I wanted to share this video with you to hopefully help one of you guys out. And I think it's just really nice to note, and would have loved to found a video like this when I was getting into my style and finding my own confidence. So again, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys back here very soon with my next video. Bye guys!